Hey guys, welcome to AFL Tips Round 2. So I didn't do Round 1. My health had been a little bit bad last week, so I didn't get it done. But here we are, Round 2. We're going to get it done. I recorded this video already, but it didn't register my microphone audio, unfortunately. So I've got to do it again. I'm just going to come out the gate and say that I believe that the Bulldogs are going to get a win because of the Michael Voss COVID factor. I really believe that might hurt them. I know the Bulldogs had some issues last week with the media and different things, and I know that they just got beat by Melbourne, and that could play a huge thing on their mental. It could play a huge part of their mental, especially losing to them at the grand final. But I reckon the Bulldogs are going to show their premiership class, and they're going to win by 28, and they're not a premiership. Well, they are a premiership side, 2016, but that's a long time ago, and a lot of those players are gone. But their Max gone. Terrible joke. So, let's just move on from that. Next game, SCG, Sydney versus Geelong. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, with these tips, I'm just giving them straight. I'm giving them no bullshit, heterosexual tips, straight as nails. I think Sydney's going to win. They're a young team. They're at the SCG. They have Buddy Franklin, who is staring down the barrel of 1,000 goals, and back at home at the SCG, kicking 4 goals, maybe 5. I'm predicting he's going to kick 5. He's going to beat Geelong. And they're going to beat them by 11. It's going to be a cracking game. It's going to be on. That's going to be a huge game. Adelaide have an amazing forward in Josh Shelley. I want to say that straight out the bat. However, Collingwood bat deeper. They have an amazing list. They have Ginnivan, Henry, DeGoey. The list goes on. They've got a lot of players there. And at the MCG, away from home for the Crows, where they played arguably one of the best games they'd played in a while, even though it was only for like a quarter and a bit, I reckon the Crows are going to win by 38. They're just going to put them away. And they're at the top of the ladder. There you go. I'm not even going to make a case for Essendon. They're a team that's down right now. Really down. They're riddled with injury. They have a young list that overachieved last year. And Brisbane are going to be sniffing a massive win. This may be in Melbourne, but it's not going to matter because Brisbane are going to absolutely slaughter them. They're going to turn them into gollywogs. They're going to win by 48, and they're going to be top of the ladder. This is a game I'm torn on. I'm actually legitimately torn on it. Even though it's played at Adelaide Oval, Port will really be sniffing a win, but at the same time, they've got a lot of outs, a lot of injuries, and I'm concerned for them because of those injuries. They're massive. They're not little injuries. They're huge injuries to huge pieces in their team. Dixon could be coming back, he's a test, and without him they lack that firepower, so that could bolster them to a win. But if Dixon doesn't play, and you've just got Georgiades, Marshall, and a few other young kids there with a midfield, I don't know, maybe Hawthorn win by 15. I think either side, whoever wins this is winning by 15. They're not winning by a huge margin. It's going to be a close game. Adelaide don't lose at Adelaide Oval that often. If they do, it's once in a blue moon. I'm going to be ballsy and tip Hawthorn by 15 points. Because if Gunston does that again, what he did last week with Lewis and co, even though I do believe North Melbourne were hard done by the umpires, I believe Hawks could, with a bit of confidence, win this against a depleted Port Adelaide. And I don't know. I think Port Adelaide aren't going to be as good as they were last year. They're going to be good, but they're not going to be that good. Look, I'm impressed by Gold Coast, the way they've been in the pre-season. And they're good in early rounds. They're dangerous in early rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if they somehow got an upset. But to be honest with you, I think Melbourne are going to go, you know what, we're next level now. Yes, we struggled against you at Metricon. Not this time. We're premiers, baby. Sticking down the flag, right down your throat. You're going to choke on it, bitch. We're going to kill you by fucking 58. It's going to be bad, guys. It's going to be bad. I reckon they're either winning by 19 or 58. And I just think, deep in myself, I don't know. I see 19 in my head. But at the same time, I could see Melbourne massacring them. I'm just going to go 58, and the D's will be top of the ladder. Look, I was impressed with the Eagles last week. The way they perform is really good. However, they've got a lot of injuries, concerning injuries, and they're in a bad place right now, a very bad place, and they're hurting. They're hurting significantly. You know, I've never seen the West Coast hurt this bad, and it's concerning, hugely concerning. I won't lie, I'm a Fremantle fan. I'm a huge Fremantle fan. But respect where it's due. West Coast have won premierships. They have done amazing things with their team. They are a strong club. But right now they're weak. And they're getting beat on bad. They lost a lot of games last year away. And by big margins. I'm predicting North Melbourne and West Coast to have a close game. Based off of last year and how many games West Coast lost away. They're not going to beat North. I kind of rate North's list better here. They're going to beat Eagles. They beat them last year. They'll have the belief to do it again. They'll get it done. West Coast have way too many injuries. So North are going to win by 12. And it's going to be bad for West Coast because, you know, they're going to be thinking to themselves, they're going to be going, oh, no, we've got to beat North. We've got to do it real bad. And they're going to try and they're going to fight. It's going to be a close game. Probably a really close game. They're going to be really desperate to win this because they know they're going into the Derby next week. And that Derby, far out, man. We've broke the monkey off our back now. We've broke that hoodoo. And we've got confidence from it. And we've now beat them in 2 pre-season games and a main season game. So, I don't know if we take that in and beat them round 3. I think we will. I think we're a huge chance. But West Coast, if they lose to Zip and 2, they're not going to want to be Zip and 3. Because if that Zip and 3 does happen, they're going to be bottom 4. It's going to be bad. It'll crush their belief. It'll crush their club, their culture, everything. They'll be, fuck it, we got to rebuild now. And I think that's what they're facing. Richmond versus GWS. This is going to be a close game, a really close game. It's going to be scary. I think GWS will be annoyed that they didn't win the Derby last week. I think Richmond will be annoyed that they let Carlton win. I'm going to tip GWS in a terrifyingly close thriller of all thrillers. They're going to win by 5 points. And I just rate GWS's midfield more. I think they're going to smack Richmond's midfield. The forward line's even better. It's got so many pieces like Himmelberg and Riccardi, even though I fucking hate Riccardi after last week. I bet it on him and he completely stuffed me. Sorry, Riccardi, but that's just what happened, mate. And I was not impressed. There's just so many pieces there. Bobby Hill. Giants are going to win. They're going to win. It doesn't matter if it's at the MCG. I know that Tigers have won the grand final there against them. But GWS, they're going to get it done. It's going to be really good for them. And Tigers will be zipping too. Oh, now this game. This is a tough one. Both teams are 50-50. They have a great win one week and they're shit the next. I worry about St Kilda's forward line for my Fremantle Dockers. I believe St Kilda could definitely hurt us with the forwards. They got King. They got Membry. They got Higgins. They got Butler, who is only good sometimes. He could be good this week. You never know. Higgins is concerning. A lot of pieces there, and all we've got is Rory Lobb, Josh Tracy, who struggles to get 2 goals. He's a young kid. He's going places, but just not yet. Frederick looks like he could be on the up this year, though. So we'll make that case. We've got a good back line. If we can defend well and smack them out of the middle in the midfield, we could beat them. I just feel like the pessimistic fan of me says, okay, we didn't really perform for 4 quarters. Yes, we had free kicks going against us and everything. We had double the amount of frees paid against us. So we had a lot of stuff going in Adelaide's way in their favour. I just feel like there's a bit of a cancelling out that happens in AFL with certain teams like Fremantle and St Kilda. When you get a good win, you get an equaliser the next week. I think that's the case here. I think we're going to be frustrated. Fremantle are going to come home. They're going to have the home crowd behind them. They'll have a great performance to a point. And then there'll be that moment where they have a lapse and they'll shoot themselves in the foot with inaccuracy and a frustrating game that we know we could win, that we should have won. Being at Optus with Sean Darcy back and some pieces back, I feel like we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot. And it's going to be annoying. It's really going to be off the back of the St Kilda forwards. It's not going to be their midfield work. It will be the forward line. So, and they're really overdue to win at Optus Saints. They're overdue as all heck. They've been overdue for years. I know Fremantle should probably win this, being the first home game, but I think we will be disappointed after a huge win. We'll be on such a high all week long going, yeah, we won by 1 point, bro. And I want to be proven wrong. I really do, but we're going to lose by 19. And it's going to be off the back of our own inaccuracy. So that's the round. The top 8 will be St Kilda in 8th, Bulldogs 7th, Geelong in 6th, Sydney 5th, Hawthorn in 4th, Collingwood in 3rd. Crazy to think, Hawthorn and Collingwood. Brisbane Lions, Melbourne. So that's the ladder. I believe Hawthorn and Collingwood will be out eventually. But we'll see. Collingwood might remain. However, I don't think Hawthorn will stay there. That's a bit fucking... Ugh. But, yeah. It doesn't matter. Even if Fremantle lose this week, we've got a good chance to bounce back the week after against West Coast. So, I'll take that. Yeah. I'd rather lose to the Saints and Eagles. Peace. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want more tips. Sorry if I rambled on. I just want to give my best analysis and mindset going into games of storylines that play out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this round. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. Prove me wrong, Freo. Beat Saints. Let's go. Let's get a dub, baby. I shall see you soon. Peace.